Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer with our Angmar campaign. Where we left off, we had finally taken Dane's Halls after much consideration and the prattling of random small armies, and then literally one space away from claiming it, had to attack it, but luckily we're now making money, and we're making a lot of money. As was the name of the last part, we're in the money, because we are very much in the money. And by the time of the Barracks events, which should occur by the end of this part, we can start moving out to claiming one of the only rebel settlements left in the game, Goberdrine. And hopefully after taking it, the Dunedain won't come and attack us, because that is always a possibility I do not want to have to deal with. But with Dane's Halls now under our grasp, Gundabad is not the only place that could be attacked by small orc incursions. However, once we've taken Rakierberg and the other two regions in the east, with a board and I always forget the last. Always forget it because it's brand new. I want to say Hothner, but no, that's the region down in the south. Either way, we're going to hopefully get to show off all those regions, and by the time the Barracks event occurs, we shall be more than secure in our claiming of these regions. So Dane's Halls wants the Brawler's Pit. What mission failed? To claim Dolbrin. I'm not planning on claiming Dolbrin, not for a while. We have many more Goblin Archers resting in Dolguldur, Carndoom. Now then, is there anything worth building anywhere else? Could get a buttery in Shadoon. Could get it in Mortarth. The Tash is already building something. Let's get the leather work in Gundabad. Now then, Fuchs' army isn't exactly a problem. I don't want to send out too much because then the garrison from Rakierberg might make its way around. And if they tell me from either side, I'm going to have to walk all the way around. And by that time, it'd be a bit too late.
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, that's something.
My lord. No sleep 'em all. We have completed an objective.
Okay, no time to be wasting on other random stuff. If we're moving out in like this, then that means there's something big about to show up. I just need another unit of halberdiers and more archers.
Have a taste of my blade.
The garrison at Gundabad is big enough with the addition of other units like the Auric Defenders, but you can never have too much. And the question is, do we move directly for Rakierberg, knowing that's the only region the orcs currently have? We don't have confirmation of them having either of the other two regions. Chance the dwarves could have them. Anyone could have them. Well, not anyone, but you know what I mean. Let's get the armory. May as well make it in Dane's Halls. Because Gundabad only has one foreign region belonging to the orcs, while Dane's Halls might be surrounded by 3. Or just 1, but we don't know. Anything we don't know, we can't risk.
Get ready for fighting.
Now can we take these out like they are?
Here.
Yeah, we can. Because they'll merge with the...
We have completed an objective. Pick your feet up.
They'll merge with the orc fellas that have been made at Angsul. And then we can move out for Goberdrine, the borderlands. We already know Oilad has been taken by the dwarves, and we can guess that Baridoniarak is not far off either. Which means the dwarves will soon be neighbouring the Dunedain, and they will be likely going to war with them as well.
I'm gonna stick you.
Thank goodness for that one watchtower. That gives me a little, just enough reach to see before the bridges and the rivers. Line up anything we can. and then a turn again. Diplomats. I have to keep remembering to use my diplomats. I'm surprised Dorwinian's still holding in. We've already lost their capital, Coruscant. It's not likely they're going to reclaim it either. Excuse me, I've got to sneeze. Ugh. Jeez. Get worse every time. Now then. Well, I was stuck on Dundon for a while, and then it skipped right past the Orcs in the mountains. That doesn't really tell me anything though, does it? It's the problem. Doesn't exactly tell me anything. Oh, well there's the Ardenium. Half-stack army seems to be there. Daneshold can get the Brawler's Pit. Can get it. Bree is under siege. Claim Rakiberg, one of my best units. That's a ballista though. Skave is under attack. And Dunedain and Bree are at war with each other, and Dunedain have broken their alliance with Dunland. So the Tash has some more raiders. Which I'm going to send into the forts. To move into Gundabad. Get those raiders and some more archers. Actually, let's move these guys out. Is that the smart thing to do?
I'm gonna stick you.
Let's leave them then. Get rid of the goblin infantry, because I'm never going to get them for free upkeep. Shagul, you've got some taskmasters and orc hunters. I do not want you joining Fook, because then you could be Fooking good. That's right. I might turn profanity into not profanity.
Get ready for fighting. No sleeping here. Kill them all.
Oh, we're going to be out of range.
I'm gonna stick you.
2 units of mountain orc hunters. Yeah, we cannot let you join Fook, even if it means we can't go back to Danesholz's turn. We cannot let you join with Fook. I'm going to have to make the roads at Danesholz. Hail, Lord and Steward of Minas Tirith, Denethor, son of Ecthelion. I've always liked looking at this because it shows the Battle 5 armies more from the dwarves' perspective, instead of the other one that shows the Bjornings, the Dalesmen, and the Elves. Well, I haven't got much infantry, but we have got a lot of archers, and we've got ourselves our cavalry too, so we do stand a good chance at beating these with very few repercussions. Ah, the cowards move away from us thinking they have a chance. As foolish as they are, they should know better. There's no escaping us now. You made your way to Danesholz, and I'm prepared to die for it. I can't remember if mountain orc hunters are good against mounts, but wargs / camels are not really good against infantry, other than the charge. And these mountain orc hunters are really good in combat. I wouldn't send any unit in against them if I could. Keep sending them further afield. The general is that unit of mountain orc hunters though, so we're going to have to do something. Let's charge into the goblin band. Not with all of them though. Have the others charge the taskmasters. Or just charge the infantry behind the taskmasters. They need one good charge on their flank before they turn around, before they notice. And it's too late. Get out. Both of you guys get out. coming to meet us. Now, let's just check. Are they skilled against mounts? They're not. They're just effective against armor, and they frighten nearby enemy infantry. That's something else I need to remember. Shooting them down is a top priority. Start sending my infantry forward. Use everything I can to try and slow them down and weaken them. While the archers continue to hail death upon them. They are really going for the for my Wild Riders, aren't they? I'll let them, just so I can shoot them more. Oh, that was a nice volley, but I think you should be directing your attention elsewhere now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
These three continue over here next to Mountain Orc Hunters. You four move around to here. So you can get a good volley off on those Mountain Orc Hunters over there. Actually, if you stop about here, you should be able to strike them there. Move these guys back around for a flank. And these guys shoot into the Orc Hunters. 135 of them remain. How many will remain after the first volley? We shall find out. Oh wait, no, not them guys. These guys I need to be looking at. Move them up to back there. More hold to start shooting. Make sure all archers are also on guard mode. Don't want them going in random formations. We need to do arcing shots. Just shoot them. Charging to the back of those goblins. Again, that was bodyguards taking a couple bad hits. Probably from Mountain Orc Hunters as well.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Try and bring them down. Their lack of armor just makes them easy prey. And there they go, routing already. Oh, here comes the mass rout. Stop all archers before they do any more damage. And the Wild Riders do the cleaning up. Some of the Orc Hunters still fight. And now they're dead. They're all dead meat. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. Another dead general. Only lost 69 and they lost 1100. That's pretty good. Hammers, axes, swords, daggers, pickaxes, tongs, and also instruments of torture. They make very well, or get other people to make to their own design. Prisoners and slaves. Yeah, the goblins don't care what they use, they just use it. I believe that is the fall of Gondolin. If those are indeed elves. But looking at the design of it, yes, that's definitely that definitely looks like Gondolin. Can't really tell if there's any like dragons in there, but you couldn't really tell that anyway. But telling from the massive wildfire that's going on in the city and those beautiful white walls, it's definitely not Minas Tirith. And how it's nestled in the mountains, that has to be what I think it is.
We destroyed the enemy.
Yeah, we're too far away to get to move back into Dane's halls. But if Fook comes to attack us, we just surround him. I thought our relationships with the Orcs were already abysmal. They're bad. Let's put some raiders into here as well, just to secure a garrison. No, I can't get them raiders into there before they attack. What
Get
else?
ready
Oh
for
yeah.
fighting. Come on.
Mognard, keep moving forward.
Orcs,
And just wait to move in the
get
Orc
ready for
fellas.
fighting.
No Orcs in the Misty Mountains have come near the river, so we don't need to set up anything. We can keep them in free upkeep and end the turn again. As I said last time, I will be continuing until the Barracks events. Pardon me for that little moment of silence. Just had to deal with someone who's been constantly calling me about something. Keep leaving voicemails and I guess irritating after a while. So I just had to deal with it. Now then, their army may be larger, but we get the garrison army. Me thinking this and I don't get the garrison army may lead to my downfall. It might.
I'm gonna
But there's one
stick
big
you.
thing to remember. I have a general,
Imitate
and they
my
do
name.
not. And their entire army is composed of Snagger. So, think who's going to win this, and think who won't.
I'm
And I was right.
stick you.
I was right. The second I move out of Dane's Halls, it's going to go straight for it. Guess what, Fook? You can Fook off your army of Snagger trash. I've heard of you. If you have, not of me. But perhaps you have heard of my good cousin Radagast, who lives near the southern borders of Mirkwood. Oh, this is a perilous battle map, where the defender always has the advantage. And I mean always. Unless you have to move in with everything into God knows what. I just need to hope that they don't have it. They don't have the brain, or the AI doesn't have the brain to set up correctly. And guess what? They don't. So we're going to kill Fook. We're going to kill his Snagger. And I'm going to take his Wargs. What we're going to do with them, you ask? Fur coats. There's no point trying to get a Warg from another faction to work for you. Like trying to force the grass to grow. And they're going up here even further into the mountains. So we're just going to walk. We are going to walk. Let's take a nice long walk up a mountain, shall we? It won't kill us. It's the enemy that will kill us. Did I see one of my guys already tired? Nope. Okay, good. That's the last thing I want to see. Let's keep moving up. Slow and steady. And we're already warmed up. And winded. What the hell? Oh, I miss playing with the elves. We had almost unlimited stamina. Yeah, with these orcs, it's guaranteed we're going to have 0 stamina for the entirety of the game. Even our elites don't have excellent stamina, they just have decent stamina. Set my marauders up there. Set my generals over here. And Warg Riders in the back. Let's keep speeding this through. They know they can't win, so they're just going to keep walking further back. Tiring them out in the process, actually. So it's not all bad. Yeah, I say some of us are already very tired, reaching on exhausted. I would say, yeah, I don't like these mountain maps. even when defending, it's just so strenuous. And if it's not on a nice clear day like this, if it's all snowy and horrible, you can't see a thing, and you rely on the map entirely for everything, and it just gets boring after a while. But we're almost there now. Keep walking them up. Barrow Whites are very, very fast. Yeah, and they don't talk much either. But that could be understood. Oh, that's understandable. After all, they are dead. In fact, it's the only unit in the game that actually is technically dead. That's not involving the Ulyri. Because they're technically just unliving. They're dead. Corrupted and dead. Warg Riders! Now those scouts need a good seeing too. So we'll charge into them immediately. Move everything else up into them. Just shoot at anything that moves. Just shout, it might help us. It might not. Using Serpent Elixir, I think has a certain range, but nah. Oh, that was a good volley from the Snagger Archers. Or as they say, it's Snagger Archers. Oh, Agendour might be in a bit of trouble. Nah, he's got Temple Wars on his side though. There's no way he's going to die to Wild Riders. Right? Right? Oh, yeah, all of you shoot the Orc Bodyguard. He just left himself completely open to attack. So, why not take advantage of it?
Our army is tiring.
Oh really? You only just fought this? I thought it was already obvious. Now if I move these archers up, I can act as a body against the wargs coming back. Though it might be too late. Maybe not. Either way, someone's going to get hurt. You guys stop shooting them and start shooting the Wild Riders. Not you, Agendour, you focus the Orc Bodyguard. That's why I moved you there. Ah, no, stop shooting, stop shooting, stop shooting. I said stop shooting. Oh, gosh. That scared me. I saw an arrow fly right into Agendour and I just lost me bottle. Jesus. That got scary for a second there. Ugh. Okay, they're moving like as if they can escape. They can't escape. They're trapped here now. They made their bed, now they're going to lie in it and die. The choice in the end is theirs, if they wish to live or die. But, it's too late now. They should have joined us while they had the chance. Shame they never actually had the chance. Hey, look, I think it would have been a very fun thing to add in like a complete orc subjugation kind of thing. We can actually bring all the orc nations together. Not all the orc nations, just the mountain orcs and Angmar. But soon now count as 3 different factions because there'll be the orcs of Misty Mountains. Well, no, the orcs of Moria, the orcs of Gundabad, and then the remnants of Angmar.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
So that'll be a very interesting concept. If it was to be a thing, we could actually bring all 3 of the factions together and make some of their best units. or we can make some of the best units from each faction. After a long war with each of them. Yeah, stop shooting, please, just stop. My wargs have it all under control. It's one of their famous quotes. I know it's not, it's keep the wolves under control. Oh, those bodyguards are fighting to the death.
We've captured the enemy's general.
Bye bye, Fook.
That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn.
As much as I would like to put the name Fook into a title, I feel like that might get demonetized. So I'm not going to take the risk. I think we made enough Fook jokes anyway. He's dead now. and probably will get reincarnated in a different, with a different faction. He might get reincarnated on my faction. Oh, they're gone. We lost 106, and they lost all of theirs. And he hated Isildur City. I would try saying it as Gollum would, but it's too early in the morning, and my throat is killing me. The Black Gate is closed. I always wonder who that is, but then I noticed the nice little moon crest on the pauldron, and then you realise immediately, okay, that must be a ranger of Ithilien meeting some Mordor orcs out in the Ithilien forest area. At least that's what I believe. And bye bye Fook. Oh no, our relations can't be worse than abysmal, can they?
We've destroyed the enemy.
Did I find it? Oh, our relations are worse than the Shadow of Mordor. It's poor. Weird. Why, are they allies or something? No, so why poor? Why reduce Mordor's?
Have a taste of my blade.
In fact, if I was to just do this, let's have a look at how well it'd be. It'd be 50-50. Flying an army of Snagger with this, and it'd be 50-50. I'm going to sit it out. I'm going to sit it out and see what they do.
No sleeping here. Pick your feet up. We have
Anyway,
completed an objective.
Mognag, before it's too late,
Objective.
find me Goberdrain.
Objective complete.
Attack it next turn, and we shall claim it next turn, hopefully. Is there anything worth sending to help?
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, the Mount Orcons and Orc Taskmasters are almost defeated already. So this army really is weak. You know what? I'm going to move out everything but the warband
Kill them all.
out and to attack. Oh, well, we lose quite a lot of money from that. Do we want to leave Agadar inside?
Listen up.
Just so we're making a lot of money. Yeah, it's not like we're fighting much. Let's make an extra 1,000 each turn for having him in there. That's just an auto resolve. Should not have lost 200, but we did. So yeah, unfortunately, that's just some more guys dead. But next time we move for Rakierberg. Let's get some more Snagger so we're not actually losing anything by besieging Rakierberg, because obviously Dane's Halls could always be a target. Oh yeah, we're about to get the armory, so... And we also get the garrison, so I say we're safe in Dane's Halls. Oh, I don't actually know, though. I keep saying, yes, if we're in the settlement, we'll get the garrison, but I don't honestly know that. If the orcs don't attack me now, that tells me that, yes, we do get the garrison. But if they do attack me, and I don't get the garrison, then, yeah, yes, we don't get the garrison. I feel like we should. Because we're both a faction. We're both the faction of Melkor's Shadow. We both have the same defenders, and we're basically both the same faction in a way. Nah, that's a big lie. We're definitely not the same faction. But we're basically two sides of the same coin. We both live in the mountains. We both have the. We both use the goblins. Both have the cave trolls. The only difference is I have more elite units. Oh, so I don't get the garrison. Okay. Okay. It's good to know that now. I wish I knew that before. Ugduff might die here. Ugduff might just die. Those were happier days when there was still close friendship at times between folk of different race, even between dwarves and elves. Ah, yes, the days of the First Age before the Silmarillion. Well, the Silmaril that poisoned the mind of the dwarves to kill off the king of Doriath, and then Doriath fell, and then the elves and dwarven hatred lasted forevermore. What? Okay. This is not the Gundabad I remember. This is the third time I've seen Gundabad somewhere different. Originally, it was just a small thing with a massive area you can battle in the centre. Now it's this, but before it was this, it was very similar to this, but it didn't include the walls. It didn't have gates. It was just you walk in through there, and then inside it's just the courtyard. This is very, very different to what I'm used to. But they do have one siege tower, so we do need to try and keep one unit on here. But look at the detail of this. I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. They managed to make a map that was very generic and not very special into something that was more the style of The Hobbit into this, which is amazing. I don't know how they do it, but I'm impressed. I really am truly impressed. Now we don't want our skirmishers that split up. We want them like that. The archers are fine because they've got plenty of range. But these guys do not. Now we don't want the ballistae. Let's put them there. Not have them fire at will because I know what happens when that when I leave that to be untouched. And then put my weakened units in here, along with Ugduff. Set up the rest of the units now. I know, pause. Shoot down those goblin archers if you can. Excelente. Now let's set up them halberdiers like so. And set up them there, and the marauders there, and then the rest of the halberdiers in the centre. Wait, I have 2 units of goblin archers? Okay, I wish I remembered this. Oh, I'm all over the place today. How far can the ballista shoot back? Not too far. Shoot their goblin archers, actually. The best thing is, half their army is snagger archers. So if they don't actually shoot, if they just move into the gates, they're done for. That's it, they're done. Kaputski. They're not coming back alive. Some of things are not coming back alive. They sent their taskmasters. The one unit that can rally their forces in times of great need. They're throwing them away like this. It's a sad state. Let's kill those warg scouts and their general at the same time. I do have to be careful of those few marauders. Marauders. I can speak English.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
I don't have severe problems trying to speak English. There, I feel a bit better now. I'd like it if my archers actually moved up, but nope, not going to have that luxury today, it seems. Oh no, they're starting to shoot back. They smart. I should just fire at will. Actually, don't. That's stupid. Never let ballistas fire at will. But yeah, the defences on these walls are spot on. Just deflect arrows and allow arrows to channel through, which makes Gundabad an even more prized possession to any faction. I wish there's a way you could rebuild it to be more dwarven in the future, which would be very, very nice. But it's good to see Gundabad had a nice improvement as it's soon to be a faction capital.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
Jeez, that voice was deeper than usual. And let's get a nice view. There we go, that looks nice. That looks good and proper. These ballistas don't mess about either. We've already killed 8% of them. There's the Mountain Orc Hunters. Yeah, the second they hit those halberds, they're not getting out. They're trapped here now. Oh yeah, everyone should be on guard mode. That's it, keep channeling in the snagger and watch them die. All we need is their general to die and then the mass rout can begin. Shame I don't have any wargs that can catch up to them afterwards. Oh, that was quick. That was far too quick. That might be a problem. Because yes, they don't have a general. Their taskmasters are still technically alive though, and they may now the mass rout can't truly happen because you need the general to die later on. But now, going at normal speed, the snagger are just rushing in, and oh my god, they are just dying. They're not killing us, but we're killing them. They charge into us, we charge back at them. But we have numbers on our side. Not just any kind of numbers, stronger numbers. And the Snagger are no match for any of our units. And more importantly, Snagger archers that have stats 1-1-1. Yeah, they're not coming back alive. Start moving forward. Suffering heavy casualties, yes. But they've suffered many more right now. Oh, actually, this could be problem. This could be big problem. If they don't start routing, if they only start wavering but not routing. Yeah, Ugduff, his bodyguard is extremely good. The best of any orc nation. Actually, the Mordor or the Orc bodyguard may be better just because they have armor piercing. We just keep trapping them and don't let them get through. Because yeah, they're all morale shocked, but currently we're taking massive casualties. To say we've killed 24% of them, yes, that's a lot of dead orcs. They've killed 15-16% of us, so if they have another army ready, we could be in a spot of trouble. Nah, I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. I say as those numbers just keep racking up. Yeah, this is just extremely bad looking experience right now.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will
As
be
more
ours.
Snagger keep moving out, more Snagger just keep moving in. Oh, but I think we're at the stage where they're just breaking now. Yeah, we've found it. It was too easy. They didn't have a general. The AI just needs to learn. They need a general. Or they start fleeing, just shoot them down ballista. Yeah, just look at that massive clump. If I had at least one unit of Wild Riders, none of them would be coming out alive. We've already captured 1,000. That's a third of their army we've already captured.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, but we've captured a third of it, so I don't think it really matters. Just keep moving forward. Whatever unit's still fighting have to be reaching the end sooner or later. Yeah, that's the problem when you send an entire army of Snagger archers to attack Gundabad. It doesn't work very well for you. It doesn't work well at all for you, instead. Well, the scales did start tipping back in their favour, but that's just because they all came back from routing. We've now captured over half of their army. Well, reaching to be over half of their army. I don't know which units took the most casualties here. Probably those 2 units of halberdiers and the raiders. But yeah, we just obliterated all of them. Even if they come back, it's not like they're going to be much, or more. They're not going to be much more than Snagger. So it's not so much a problem as it is just needing to find a solution. I just love the design that they've added to the Orc ballistas. It makes the Orc siege so much nicer. Shame we can't make troll catapults. I'd really like to show them off. I'm just babbling on about random stuff and hoping it sounds interesting. Because right now it's just a slugfest. There's nothing more to do than just throw numbers at numbers. That's it. There's nothing more to it. I wish there were. But nope, this is it. Just throwing numbers at numbers. Hoping eventually our numbers kill their numbers. It's a very sad numbers game. But you can't really intervene. Because if you do, you could just lead to the death of everyone. And you wish you could do more stuff. But that's what you get when you don't prepare a full garrison. Yeah, that was mainly my mistake for not thinking, oh, if we had more units, and if we had the Auric Defenders, we wouldn't need this much. But I should have known, we're not the Orcs in Misty Mountains, we don't get their garrison. We do get Auric Defenders, but not as many.
The battle is very much in our favour.
And only from the garrison building. They're all routing, where else is there left? More stuff just keeps coming back as we kill more stuff. Come on. Just die. I've captured 1,591 orcs this day. And all of them are going to just be made slaves and killed. And the sad thing is we can capture absolutely 0 of these orcs. Actually, we might be able to capture a few. Depends on the speed of some of our units compared to theirs. No, we're still able to capture a couple hundred. And if we capture enough, they all die. But we're not going to be able to get all of them. Half their army is already gone. And the other half are under my control now. All kept as prisoners of war. As it wouldn't be wrong to simply release them. We're a faction that doesn't believe in mercy. Oh yeah, we've got humans. That might help in the capturing process. I think 80% is very good. A heroic victory. We lost 390 and they lost 2,969. Those halberdiers that took 150 damage, no 131 damage, healed 131 orcs, gained 105 back. So that's really good. We just saw this. I persuaded the council to attack Dogwaldor first, before he attacked Lorien. Yeah, Gandalf was always the most valorous of all the Istari, and is why he was the only one to ever truly return to Amman. Not Amman, would it be Amman? No. Back to Valinor. Radagast remained in the forest of Mirkwood until one day most people believe in the Fourth Age he actually forgot who he was and just wandered the forest, protecting it, as would any other man of the forests. Palondo and Alatar, their fate was never really foretold, never really shown. Although I don't recall them hearing it being told anything about them returning to the halls of Mondos, so they may have died, they may not have died. It's not really told much about them. Kailandros is under siege. The Tash has the Hillman camp. We can start retraining our Hillmen here and get more Hillmen in the process. Let's get those Warg Riders. Dane's also the armory. Yes. We might want the armory in Gundabad as well. Willing to sacrifice a bit for the greater good. Now then, still making more than 3,000 a turn. Let's get these Goblin infantry just to supplement the army. We could immediately attack, and it'd be a very easy victory against that army. But we're going to wait for a bit because I want to do one more thing. Siege Angsul. And I think we're going to wait because they have Hillmen, Rudas soldiers, swordsmen, and archers. It's better to wait just for a little longer. Let them come to us so they can suffer morale breaks. Now, with our archers against their no archers, we might stand a better chance than most. So let's besiege Rakyaburg and claim it for our own. And after plundering and harrying, the Easterlings drew back northwards. Unfinished tales. And I believe, yes, that is Minas Tirith, because the main outer wall is made of black, not black rock, because that's not a thing. I believe it was obsidian, the same material used for the Tower of Orthanc. And if anyone wants to know, yeah, Rakyaburg will be a doddle to take, but also might require a bigger garrison because of it being so easy to take. Let's have those Warg Riders set on their own. Split off from the rest. And then all my infantry in another line. Now, will they move out to attack us, or will we just sit there? Oh, that was a big lag spike out of nowhere. I think we'll set up here, we should be fine. We want to try and shoot down their general if we can. Killing him will be beneficial. Also those taskmasters, they need being dealt with. I might actually set up on here, but then they may be too close and may perform arcing shots, so let's not take any risks we're not willing to take. Try and set up here actually, with the cavalry behind them, and then split up the infantry into Hoonvorn, the Marauders, and the infantry. And have the halberdiers join over this side as well. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Slow and steady now. Don't want any of you dying on me. Keep getting odd lag spikes out of nowhere. That's a problem. Just shoot the skirmisher clump. I would rather shoot down those taskmasters. Oh, they're moving up. Oh, they're just moving around. Where are you hoping to go to? What are you hoping to do? Shoot us? Think twice, loves. You're not going anywhere. But the only thing you're going to be seeing is a body bag. Focus down those taskmasters before they can start inspiring to continue fighting. Have one unit, maybe two, keep shooting those snagger.
If we continue like this,
So even though it's better to focus the elites, you can kill the snagger in numbers. Oh, that'd be much better. And those taskmasters don't exactly go down easy. They are Uruks after all. And they're a lot tougher. Those Orc bodyguards, they need to be dealt with. Move up my goblins. Yeah, those snag are all but done for. Do you want to charge into that? No, 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 no. No, we don't want to do that. I want to shoot into the clump. And the rest shoot at those taskmasters. But I've actually kept those snagger fighting, even against a unit that frightens them. And they're actually killing some of my Orc marauders. That's right, keep shooting the clump, but focus the Orc bodyguards above anything else. Killed almost half of them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Luckily in siege battles like this, we don't need to commit 100% like we do in Dane's Halls. Because we can just shoot them with our archers. And then whatever's left over can just get struck down by our superior infantry. Which I think I'll send in now. Have two of them go into the backs of the Orc bodyguard. And the other two move into here. With my Warg Riders. You will go in and out a bit. And then in and out again. And then maybe in and out one more time. Depends if there's any left to tell the tale. But dead orcs tell no tales. Dead orcs tell no tales. Now we've completely surrounded the Orc bodyguard, killing off the Orc, the Uruks. I'm going to move some halberdiers in as well. And there we go. Just a bit of hard work, we managed to find ourselves in a good place to claim another settlement.
Our men are in command of the city.
You better believe it. But damn, those goblin infantry just got cut down into half of what they had, thanks to those old bodyguards. Never underestimate the orcs against goblins. They seem to be rather decent. Like to be the same with any general's bodyguard. They're decent against middle tier, on par with Barracks event tier, but then can sometimes get supplanted by the numbers that the elites have, because they'll reach the same stat lines. How is the general not dead yet? That's what I'd like to know. And where is he? Where is he? They say there. He is there, okay. Somehow he's just survived Barrow Whites and everything else in between. There we go, he's dead now. And there's one snagger that's slowly killing more and more Orc Halberdiers, somehow not getting killed himself. There we go. As he said, objective complete, losing 215, healing a few, but those Goblin infantry are definitely the ones that took the brunts of that. For as our Rohirrim do, we now love war and valour as things good in themselves. And I'm actually unsure as who this is. Because in the background it looks like there's elves. But he is obviously a human. Looks like he may be one of the men of the Airtheod, a men of Eorl, the Rohirrim. His armour doesn't say he's a man of Gondor, but he could be a man of Arnor, although his armour may say otherwise again. Because you can actually see the chainmail underneath it. And most Dunedain aren't known for having luscious blonde hair. Unless you're Halbarad, in which case you're probably the only known Dunedain with blonde hair.
We destroyed the enemy!
Now with Rakkeberg under our control, we get another unit of Ballista. Where are we going to put this, you ask? We're taking it down to Morvatarth. Hopefully past Merinon, but we're not taking any risks here. Yeah, Mordor really does not like us. So we can't make anything else in Rakkeberg. The Orcs already done that for us, thanks for the Carpenter's Hut. So we're just going to set its low tax rate and leave those Goblin infantry in there.
Sleeping here. Orcs!
So now Morholt the Liar. Since when is he a liar?
Pick your feet up. Get ready for fighting. Orcs!
Oh, I might have just put Morholt in a... not Morholt, Hunvorn in a bad situation. But yep, now we do know for certain the Eastern Grey Mountains, Witherboard, is owned by the Orcs. And we'll be sending out most of the garrison from Rakkeberg. If I have a quick test. Yep, just leave the Goblin infantry in there, everything else will be fine. If we lose it, we lose it. I'm not really too bothered about losing Rakkeberg. It's just more money in the end. In the end, Rakkeberg is just me just being able to make more money, and that's all it'll ever be.
Have a taste of my blade.
Captain Nagmuz, who came back, who is the he who must have been leading the army, or who was next in line to lead the army. Anyway, let's stop forgetting about our general concerned with getting more trade. We haven't spoken to Harad yet, so we'll keep near Kazimar.
I stand here unthreatened by you.
Oh yeah, Kazimar is... I've always loved this design. And then there's just these guys. Probably one of the strongest bodyguards in the game, the Black Snake Guard. Skilled against mounts, powerful charge. They are more than just good. They're not as good as a Royal Swan Guard, but because there's so many of them, it doesn't really matter. Speak with Dunland. I want trade. Give me trade. Thank you.
Yes.
Have I spoken with any Dwight yet? I did speak with a diplomat, didn't I? So if we just go to there, to Dunland, to not free, damn it, lost it. Let's just search it. In a Dwight, we have trade rights. Okay, so now we've spoken to almost every faction. We just now need to speak to Kand and Harad. But we could start getting map information from people. That's also a thing we can start doing. Oh, where are you going, goblins? Hoping to make war with someone else, are we?
Listen up!
No, then we'll soon find out if they attack us at Goberdrain. Goberdrain, I don't care how it's pronounced. But we're soon to reach the Barracks event, so we'll carry on until we hit the Barracks event. Even if it means we have to fight at Goberdrain and lose. Or win, we could win. But to be honest, against some rude-ass swordsmen and archers, we are likely to lose. So even though we have a general, and they don't, they have a settlement. And they have elites they only get from after the Barracks events. So let's see if the Orcs and Misty Mountains pop up out of nowhere to attack anywhere. Nope, nothing. So let's see if the bandits and rebels will attack us. Oh, I keep forgetting they're now called the Independent Realm. Yes, I get the Brawler's Pit in Rakierberg. We just get the Brawler's Pit everywhere. Mordor has gone to war with Rune, yes. More war ensues. And Mordor's made war with Rune, I would stay with Rune. Sorry Mordor, but you already hate me, so I don't really care. I don't really care.
Listen up!
Oh, we can get cell swords. Yes, they're gonna absolutely kill off my economy. But oh well.
Regroup, you louts! Come on!
Move the army for Whifferboard. And now I know we don't get a garrison here in Dane's Halls. We've got to start getting some more units. So we'll get the Marauders and the Archers. No, we do get a small garrison because we have the armory. Even if it's only a small garrison. The Orc Armory, though, is definitely something we want. Definitely, it'll definitely keep our Orcs clothed and out of rags. No, no, Merinon, I don't like you being there. So let's move these guys up here for a bit. Yeah, we need to set up some kind of watchtower here, because I still can't see all that region. So they haven't attacked us yet, but they will attack us next turn, unless they just want to die. Choice is theirs, really, not mine. And we're soon to encounter Whifferboard and be entirely in the border of the Mirkwood Elves. And we're currently also bordering the Vale of Anduin, so we may want...
I am a warrior, not a...
Yeah, we might lose Rakierberg to Anduin if they attack us. If they attack us. I think, to be honest, once I've got Whifferboard... I keep want to say Offalbed. It's not, is it? End the turn one more time. And then it's just going to be that one last battle with the rebels. Yep, the Golden Dragon has officially gone to war with Mordor. Which is very good for us. Because if they manage to somehow beat Mordor... Because though right now, at turn 60, before the post-Barracks event, no, pre-Barracks event, Rune would not just topple Mordor, they would obliterate it, if it weren't for the Nazgul and the Temple units. Also, because Rune and Mordor are now at war, Mordor should no longer get any Rune units. So they're no longer getting any Gamprim or Inasrim. Or they wouldn't get it anyway, because I think that they've reset it so they can only get it after the Barracks event. Which is fair, because the Orcs were already... Mordor was already far too strong. So luckily they've found many different ways to keep Mordor balanced, but not broken. And not too weak to not fend themselves. And here we go. Captain Denenion against Morgag. They're 854 against our 1947. We are likely to get some routers here. Let's fight. Easterlings of axes and Variags of cans, Southrons in scarlet, and out for Farhad black men like half-trolls, with white eyes and red tongues. all those that came out of the south to attack in the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Now then, our bodyguard, Mogag, is better than any of their units. On paper, he's better than any of their units. But you have to remember he is an orc. And he has an orc bodyguard. This guy here, however, may only be a captain, but he is a human captain. And human captains are faster, more effective in combat, and just overall, really. There's not really much more to say about it. Especially when they have equal armor and weapons stats. And just to give you an idea, they have 9-19. He has 9-22. They have a lot more in defense skill than these guys do. But they also have a decent shield as well, so shooting them with archers is not the way to do it. Now we just need to shoot their archers down before they can shoot at us. If I can get one of those orc fellow units to just go straight for the centre, that's just an insta-win. Because we can keep them locked up in combat, and actually they just send their archers into melee. They may not know what they're doing. Forgive them, Sauron, they know not what they do. Although Sauron's no longer my master. Forgive them, Agandawa, for they know not what they do. So once we start claiming the centre, they'll move back again. Then we just move away and move back in again. It's just a constant 1-2-1-2. They moved everything from the town centre, so we let the snagger take the brunt of the damage. We just shoot them with archers, and we kill them. That's the plan anyway. Or even better, surround them. Don't let them escape. Don't let them think they have a chance. Just entirely surround them and have a mass rout. That's one way to do it. If they didn't charge in with their archers, this could have been a very different fight.
Control of the city.
But yeah, we're not trying to control the city here. We're just trying to move around to block off their escape. Oh, pardon me.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Now we've properly blocked off their escape. Yeah, seeing the Hillmen aren't the best, and they've only got 2 more units after that, and one of them's already been completely obliterated because they moved them into melee. It's all in the Rudar swordsmen to win this fight for them. So they don't have the numbers. That's what we've got over them. They don't have strength, because in retrospect our units are stronger than theirs. And their armour doesn't exactly protect them either because of all the armour piercing we have. Granted, it's not much, but it's better than nothing. And they've got units trying to reach for the centre, so we'll try and block them off. Yeah, the swordsmen are the only units that's not going to rout here. The archers are long dead. So it's just we need to cut off the escape of these hillmen before they can get to the centre and
our men are in command of the city.
So if you could attack them, I'd be very grateful. Nope, too late. They're there. But we did manage to break them. We killed their general, which was a Dunedain, I will add. For some reason.
We've lost control of the city.
Those swordsmen do not mess about. They are good. They are a good unit. And that's why when we get them, we're going to make as many as we can.
Our men have taken control of the city.
We'll make them any chance we get. Because they are that good. They are worth every penny. And as orcs, they're even more important. Just because they supplement the army with stronger units. And that's it, another heroic victory today. We may have lost 600, but they were all orcs. And those that fled north from the Great Slaughter were waylaid by the axes of the Nargrim that issued from Mount Dolmed. Dwarves attack orcs. Yeah, that actually sounds right. Geez, this part may be a bit longer than I normally do them. Because, yeah, this could be long over an hour. But it may not be. It might just be me not being able to, not properly looking at the time again. That's one of the Silmarils being thrown into the Great Ocean, the Great Sea, never to be seen again. I keep forgetting who threw it. It's one of the sons of Feanor. Finally giving up their search. And unfortunately the oath still remained until Morgoth was defeated. So Gobadrine is now ours. And here it is, military report. Great tidings, my lord. Our armies and supply lines are now operating at full capacity and our war efforts have achieved maximum potency. Once the necessary supporting facilities are provided, our finest warriors and tools of war shall be yours to command. You need only march them to victory. Let's give us under attack. We got a bit of money. Gobadrine is not happy. Not happy at all. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me though. There's a lot of cultural unrest. But with the amount of guys that are in there, they should be pretty happy. War between Breland and the dwarves of Ered Luin. Ha 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 ha. Oh yes. Yes, the great war of the West begins. This world will burn. And from the ashes, Angmar will reign supreme. And also, we now get to get these lovely things. Beast cages.
No sleeping here! Pick your feet up!
Let's actually not make that, just so we can make another beast cage. Where do we want them? We want them in a castle, because they're made quicker there, and in the mountains. And we could also make them in Gundabad. Either make them in Dane's Halls. We should probably make them in Dane's Halls because they're a lot cheaper there. And then we can actually go back to Gobadrine. Get the slave pit because we want to be making... We want to be able to make units. We can't make units without the slave pit. Because this is a village. Well, a Mognag being there doesn't really change anything either. Oh, there's one of the armies of the dwarves, Dory. That's just one of the armies I will add. And they're our friends. They're not going to attack us anytime soon. They're on our side.
Objective complete. We have completed an objective.
And now this war has only just gotten 10 times more interesting. Because now we can start showing off real units. Real powerful units. And they just brought out an army out of nowhere. I say out of nowhere, they must have come from somewhere. But anyway, I'll work on all of that in the future. For now, this is farewell to another part. I will see you all next time. Farewell.